live. Welcome. You may notice Eric is not here. We'll see Eric in just a few moments. So all the middle school students wondering if he's got his pajama pants on. Here's what happened. He showed up today, not ready to be shown from the waist down. And I said, Eric, you are stuck at the game studio so it can hide your legs, because I'm fed up with you not coming to work prepared. So instead, we invited my good friend, Kara Twining. How are you?
Hey, good. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. You know, last week, Kara, we played a game where a kid got to win a burrito. And so I asked him, his name was Grady, I asked him if he would show us a picture of him eating the burrito like Sam did the week before. He said yes.
I don't see a burrito.
There's no burrito there because Grady was so excited to eat his burrito that he forgot to take a picture of it. So he sent me a picture of the wrapper and a chip with queso. So later tonight, Eric will be playing a game where you can win a meal delivered to your house tomorrow. You will want to tune in for that. And so we've got some of that coming up. But Kara.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I am a high school counselor.
At which high school?
Currently at Central Valley High School.
Okay. Yeah. Have you always worked at Central Valley High School?
No, I've been at U High, I've been at East Valley, I've been at Post Falls, so all around the area.
All around the world. All right. So CV students, you probably already know Kara. Maybe some of our upperclassmen U High students. When did you switch over to CV this time?
The senior group at U High was the group I left. Okay. So, yeah.
Shout out U High.
Yep. Class 2020. Go Mighty Titans.
Yes.
Also go Bears.
Which, did you grow up here?
I did. I actually went to U High.
You went to U High?
Yeah.
U High grad, and now you're with the Rivals.
Yes.
But your kids go to CV.
My kids go to CV, and they're Bears. Their dad's a Bear.
Okay. So you're the outlier.
Yeah, but I bleed crimson and gold.
Okay. What up, U High? All right. Very good. Grady said, I was hungry. I get it. Like, maybe he's just been having to eat, his mom's food for quite a while.
Ooh,
Can't
diss on
Sorry,
moms.
Heather.
Don't diss on
Your
moms.
cooking's fantastic, I would guess.
We're dying.
Yes, but Cafe Rio, I think, is what he got, and I bet it was delectable. So there we go. Jeremy is eating cheese right now. So good job, Jeremy. Wait, is it like a block? You think it's a block, Kara? He's just eating a block of cheese?
With what? I'm sorry. I was reading this because someone said they've seen me around high school. Hi, Candace.
Oh, yeah, Candace. She's a freshman.
It's good to be seen at that high school. There's a lot of stinking people there.
Yeah, that's
So back to block
sure.
of cheese?
Yeah. So Jeremy said that he's currently eating cheese, kind of like Grady was eating cheese. And I just wonder, I want to know if it was like a block of cheese or if it was like queso, like melted, like... Sometimes if we're making a quesadilla at my house, I'll sprinkle the shredded cheese on the tortilla and then grab an extra handful and just dump it in my mouth.
Oh,
and my wife gets mad because I don't clean up. Like most of it just spills out, but I don't clean it up.
So many ways to eat
string cheese, he said.
Oh, wow.
Here's a question for you, Kara.
Okay.
String cheese, how do you eat it?
Good question. However, I'd have to say it depends on how hungry I am. I will take it in 4 bites if I'm starving.
Oh, if you're starving, okay.
Or I will take my time. But usually I'm starving when I eat cream or string cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a firm believer that you have to follow the instructions of the name,
Shocking.
right?
Shocking, Tyler.
But Amy, my assistant, hates that I eat it like that. She thinks that that's the improper way to eat it. So in the chat, I want to know: do you string it, or do you just dive in like a monster? String it, dive in like a monster. So I want to know in that. But while we're waiting for those responses, Kara.
Hi, Marin. I see Marin on here.
Oh,
she said
Marin.
Hi.
What up, Marin? Kara, I want you're new with us. Some of our CV students know you. Our seniors know you. You help us with our senior house group. But give us something, a fun fact about you.
Wow, Tyler, I wasn't really ready for that question. Fun fact? I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Just not ready for it?
I'm not really that fun. Yeah, I'll have to think.
Trevor did tell me that once, but...
Shout out to Trevor.
Most people are saying string. You string it. A couple people say that they're monsters. I mean, they say they just bite into it.
Eat it whole.
Eat
Wow.
it whole. Wow, that's...
I'd like to see that, actually.
Yeah. But most people are stringing it. So, Amy, I know your son's watching. Hope you are too. You're wrong. Tonight, Kara was not at all ready for me to ask a question about a more personal question. And tonight, we're gonna go deeper on that. We're gonna carry this idea of what it means to be ready. So to kick us off, let's see if Eric is ready with a game. Eric?
Oh, I'm always ready for the game. And Tyler, you are wrong. You are very wrong about this string cheese because you can't string it, for one. It's just weird. You don't want to touch it. Like, you can't touch it. So you've got to open it and hold it by the wrapper, and then you just bite it. That's how you do string cheese. I don't know why it's called string cheese because that's not how it's supposed to be. So I just wanted to clear that up. And anybody in the chat, like all of you students, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. Nope. You can't string it. Nuh-uh. I don't think so. That's disgusting. I can't believe the sight of this. I like food. Yeah, I like food too. That's amazing. But I'm always ready. Welcome to Midweek Live. I'm super pumped to be here. I've got my Skittles. It's a giant bag, but I intend to eat all of them the entire night. And so you're going to hear me chomping, and it's fine. It's fine. So if you have your candy, you get your candy, you get it, and you eat it the whole night because you're home, which means nobody can see you except your parents. Maybe that won't work as well. I don't know. Maybe try it. I think you should try it. Yeah. And I do have my jammy jams on because jammy jams are what I wear to work, Tyler. And so I don't appreciate you kicking me off the main stage. But hey, we're over here to play some fun games, and I'm excited. You guys saw a text-in number at the very beginning. We will use that for the third game, and you're going to lose track of this because, well, you will. Third game, we're going to use the text-in number. For this first game, we're going to use the chat on YouTube, and we're playing a game called Real or Fake. Real or fake? Here it is. I'm going to read you a statement, and you are going to comment of whether that statement is real or fake. Here it is. Okay. Maybe you like this type of candy. It's Pez. You know, the P-E-Z, Pez. Kind of weird. Little Pez dispenser. Like, it's got a funny looking head on it. Usually somebody that they think you're going to like, but you just don't really care because you just want to get the candy. So Pez. Pez once rolled out a coffee-flavored candy. I just have to say gross if that's true. That's disgusting. So comment if you think that is real or if you think that is fake. Pez rolled out one time a coffee-flavored candy. I don't know. I can't even fathom it. I like coffee. I hope you're not drinking coffee yet because it'll stunt your growth and then you can be short like me. Anyways, okay, I'm a little self-conscious about that. Real or fake? Oh, we have one fake. We have a lot of fake. Jeremy, good call. You said real or fake. You would be correct. It is real or fake. One or the other. Yeah. Nolan, fake. Hayden, real. John says no chance. John, maybe you spent too much time outside, John, but I don't even know what that means. You guys ready for the answer? Here we go. It is real. It is so real. I am imagining them only doing this one time because they were like, oh, nobody likes that. Literally, nobody likes that. So I think they only did it once. Here's the next one. And this one, I'm giving out a bag of candy. And listen, if you were with us last week and you won candy and you haven't seen it yet, don't worry. It's on the way. They call it snail mail for a reason. We had some delays on our packaging, but it's going to get to you. So don't worry. You will get your candy. Here is the next one. If you eat cheese before bedtime, you will get terrible nightmares. And this includes string cheese, Tyler. So if you eat string cheese right before bedtime, you will get terrible nightmares if this is correct. If it's fake, then you won't. Real or fake? Comment below if you eat cheese right before bed. Who does that, though? Like, I feel like anything dairy just makes your breath smell bad. And you eat cheese in bed? That's weird. I don't know. All right, let's see. The first one, Janaea Elkins, you said fake. Marie said, yeah, haven't seen it. Where's my candy? I just told you to chill. Jeez. Oh, fake, real. We're going to go to the very first one, Janaea Elkins. I think she was a winner last week, too, but it is fake. It is indeed fake. Janaea Elkins sent it in first. You're going to receive a candy bar, and it's going to be delicious, and it's going to come in an envelope, which you've probably never gotten a candy bar in an envelope in the mail before. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Okay, let's do another one. Here we go. This is a tough one. You guys are not going to get this. Jonah, you're not going to get it. Nope, I don't think so. Nope. Jackson, you're not going to get it. Here it is. Snakes. You know, the things that like crawl on the ground and they're all like, okay, you guys get it. Snakes can predict earthquakes. Snakes can predict earthquakes. If you think it is real, type in real. If you think it is fake, type in fake. Snakes can predict earthquakes? Like maybe they could have predicted the earthquake we just had. Like 2 weeks ago. I feel like it was 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I've been quarantined a long time. Let's see the first one. Katie Snell says real. Ray says fake. Skate Scooter says fake. Okay, we're going to go to the very first winner. Snakes can predict earthquakes. It is real. Katie Snell, you win a candy bar. It's going to be so great. It's going to be the best candy bar you've ever had in your life. I cannot believe snakes can predict earthquakes. Now the only thing we need is somebody that can talk to snakes so we can find out when earthquakes are going to happen. That's weird. Okay, one more. Oh, this is a good one. Here we go. It's a little confusing, so stay tuned. Here we go. Peanuts are a nut. Yeah, that's the whole statement. Peanuts are a nut. Real or fake? Peanuts are a nut. Real or fake? Comment for the next candy bar that we're going to be giving out. I don't know. If this is fake, it's going to throw my world in a loop. If it's real, it's just going to confirm that I'm okay and I'm going to survive. Let's see the first one. Harry Potter can speak to snakes. Oh, good call, Jeremy. That's a good call. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see the first one that answered. Caden said real. Whoa, you guys are so fast. Caitlin Dyer, you said fake, and it is indeed fake. Peanuts aren't a nut. Can you believe? I don't even know what to do with this. My mind is blown. I need more Skittles. That's why I eat Skittles instead of peanuts, because I know that Skittles are actually Skittles. It's unbelievable. I'm going to lose my mind. If this is not true, it's unbelievable. We don't need any more of these. Fantastic to the winners. We're going to send you a candy bar. But, I'm a little concerned about somebody that we haven't heard from tonight, because last time we heard from this person, he was stuck in his backyard by his own choice, mind you, but he was there. So let's see if we can't get over to John. John, are you alive? Where's John?
Hey, what's up, everybody? So, hey, I figured out maybe there's a good mix between being inside and being outside, because it got really cold sleeping outside for a few days. And I realized I probably needed to get outside, but I also needed to be inside as well. So here's the deal. I actually made a deal with my son, and next week I'm going to be doing some home Olympics with my son. So this week is all about training and getting ready for the home Olympics. So it's been a while since I've done anything, so I'm going to start small, but I'm going to work my way up to it. So I'm actually going to start now with some crunches. So yeah, there we go. Feel the burn. Feel the burn and up. And up. Oh yeah. Whoa, man. My abs are burning. I'm definitely feeling it. This is not as easy as it looks, but wait, there was one and back, and back, and back, and back, all the way, all the way. Feel the burn, and up. All right, guys, I think this is going to be it. I think I can only pull off 2, but I'm going to be showing you my entire workout routine this entire week, so stay tuned.
John continues to
Wow.
surprise me, I think is the right word. I didn't think he could do 2. I think, Carrie, did you know that peanuts weren't nuts?
No, I did not. That is something I've learned tonight and I can take away. Thank you.
They're legumes, in case you were wondering, which is
What's a legume? A bean?
It's in the bean family.
Why is it a bean?
Couldn't tell you. I found that out when I did Whole30 because somebody told me I couldn't eat peanuts, but I could eat cashews. So, moral of the story, don't do Whole30. Also, coffee Pez. Would you eat coffee Pez?
I might try it for sure.
Are you a coffee drinker?
Absolutely. But I don't like espresso beans, so it makes me worry that they're kind of in the same family.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yep, my
It's
concern.
fair. It's basically eating a peanut at that point.
A legume.
Yeah, so Kara, this is your first week with us,
Yeah.
but we, over the last few weeks, have been talking about this mission that Jesus has sent us on. We just came out of Easter, and after Jesus rose from the dead, before he ascended, he gave his disciples, his followers, his closest friends, this mission. And for the last 2,000 years, the church has been fulfilling this mission, and sometimes it feels impossible. But what we learn from Jesus is that it's actually very possible with some simple steps. And so, Kara, since this is your first week with you, I remind you that we need to be real. That was the first thing. That you can't achieve this mission to go and make disciples, to be and make disciples of Jesus if we're not real. Yeah. And one of the hardest things that the church has tried to figure out in America is how to be real, to be authentic. And then we talked about we need to be helpful, right? Maybe you've seen this where somebody thinks they're being helpful, but they're not really being helpful.
Maybe they're doing it for themselves, actually.
Doing it for
Yeah.
themselves.
Like, look at me, look how helpful I am.
Yeah.
I'm so helpful. I need 100 likes on this.
Yes, all about the likes. And then last week we learned that, in order to achieve this mission, we need to be listeners. And Kara, you are a counselor, you said, at CV. How important is listening in your job?
I think listening is really important and it's really challenging because I think when people really want to talk to you about something that's important, they just want to tell you. They don't want you to fix it. They don't want you to make a joke. They don't want you to interrupt what they're saying. Sometimes just talking it through with someone in the room helps them figure it out on their own. But boy, it's hard to be a really good listener. If someone says you're a really good listener, that's a huge compliment.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So be real, be helpful, be a listener. And tonight we're going to kind of wrap it all together. That there's one step that we've missed so far, and this idea that we can't do any of those if we're not prepared. We want to be prepared. You weren't prepared to answer my question earlier. Are you prepared now? Do you have an interesting fact about yourself?
Are you serious? I really just let that question go.
Oh, you forgot about it. Fantastic.
So no, absolutely not. I'm not prepared. I could tell a fun fact that I do. I have a TikTok account.
TikTok. What's your TikTok name?
That's right. I'm a mom on TikTok. I'm not prepared to hand that out right now.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's going to the world. I get it. You can search for her. Her name's Kara. Look for those mom TikToks. I'm sure your kids love. What do your kids have an opinion about you being on TikTok?
Oh, I'm sure they love it. I haven't asked their opinion.
You don't need their permission.
I did post once, and Cammie sent me a text. Mom, did you mean to post that? Yeah, absolutely I did.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Speaking of Cammie, I think we should call her.
Ooh.
Do you think she's watching right now? We'll see if she's
hope
prepared.
so.
So we're going to call Cammie, your daughter. We're going to FaceTime with her. So we'll put her up on this nice little TV.
Come on,
and,
Cam.
I hope she's going to answer. So while we prepare that, let's check in on John's training another time.
All right. Well, I know that working out is about more than just doing sit-ups and maybe some like curls and things like that. So you got to get outside and you got to run. So today I decided I was actually going to go out and do a 5K run. So here we go. Ready? And go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. 1. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man, I switched up letters for numbers. This is hard. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. That's 4. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Nice. I did it. That was my first 5K. I made it to K 5 times. This is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, we're live. Here is Cammie.
Cammie!
How are you? The people can hear you, and I can hear you because I have a headphone in, but your mom can't hear you. Well, kind of. She can kind of hear you in the speakers. But so, Cammie, I have a question for you. How's this quarantine situation going for you? Okay, what are you watching on Netflix right now? Is your mom going to be upset?
Yeah, careful.
Okay, at the same time? Just different devices in your room? You just Grey's Anatomy and New Girl? Okay, all right. What's been your least favorite part about this whole quarantine business? Gotcha.
I mean, everybody but your mom.
Everybody but your mom? Yes. Definitely love having your mom. All right, if you're watching on our YouTube chat, you should submit a question for Cammie. I'll answer it here. So, Cammie, other than Netflix, what have you been up to today? Done anything fun? In Idaho. Safe social distancing. Across the border. You got to get those reps in. I get it. Are you laying on a polar bear? What are you laying on? What's your head on? Is that a polar bear? Behind you? It looks like a polar bear. Somebody said that All American is the best show. Would you recommend it? High school. Okay. Yeah, okay. So hope that person was in high school. So, yeah, listen. Oh, good. Listen to your mother, she says.
Such a good kid.
Wow. Bet Kara prompted that. Anyway, so another question for you. If you're getting ready to go out with some friends, how long does it take you to get ready? Pre-COVID, like not right now, because I know you're not going out with friends. But pre-COVID, how long is it taking you to get ready?
And there's going to be pictures, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, you're definitely going to want to make sure that your followers on Instagram see you out.
You're going to have a post.
$30 to 40 minutes. Is that just to straighten your hair? You have a lot of hair to straighten. Okay. How long does it take you to get ready for midweek typically? Because you stroll in not looking ready for Instagram. Is that fair? Okay. It's real life here, right? Like that's not a bad thing.
Every teen girl wants to hear.
Yeah.
You kind of look like crap every time you show up, but we love you anyway.
I like it. No, I respect it. You don't care. I respect it. That was not a dig. Your mom thinks that I gave you a nice
I'm just
dig.
really
She's
protective.
offended for you.
I'm really protective.
Yeah, she's a great mom, huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. There was some hesitation there, but it's just you and me and all the people watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, very good. Well, Cammie, it's been great. Thanks for letting us call you. We'll see you next time. All right, Eric. Are you prepared?
I'm always prepared. I was preparing because I saw John preparing, and I thought I needed to work out. The only difference is, John, I wasn't breathing hard. Oh, I just roasted you, John. I just roasted you. That was great. Sorry, John. That was mean. Cammie. Hi, Cammie. I didn't get to say hi to you, but hi. How are you? Okay, good talk. Fantastic. Sounds great. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get into another game, you guys. You guys want to play another game? Let's do this. Except this time, I'm going to give you a couple of them so that you guys can get your brain working, because your brain's been turned off for a couple of weeks because you had optional schoolwork, and so you probably haven't been putting in much effort. And so we're going to get your brain going before we give away our food prize. So this is for food. You want food? I want food. I want food right now, actually. I wonder if I could go get food. Anyways, we're good. Okay, here it is. I'm going to give you guys some riddles. Do you know what a riddle is? Okay, you're going to find out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Hayden, I believe in you. I think you're going to be able to win this one. Maybe Jeremy, maybe Sarah. I don't know. But we're going to test this out. I'm going to read a sentence to you, which is a riddle, and then you are going to guess what particular item the riddle is referring to. Pretty simple. Here we go. Okay, number one. This is an easy one. So if you hear this and you're like, I can't get that, well, I'm sorry for the later ones. Here's an easy one. This is something on a roll, but it's not a plane about to fly. It is found in a bathroom and comes in single or double ply. I just rhymed. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me read it one more time. This is something on a roll, but it's not a plane about to fly. It is found in a bathroom and it comes in single or double ply. Any guesses? Let's do this. Come on, riddle number one. This is the easiest one. Ben, I believe in you. Paul, I believe in you as well. I think either one of you could win this for sure. Steven, you can, you guys are getting it. Okay, Steven says it's TP. Katie says it's TP. Z Will says it's TP. Toilet paper. Okay, see, you guys are smart. Jillian's got it. Madison's got it. Sid's got it. Everyone's got it. Okay, you guys got the hang of it. That was an easy one. We're going to get a little bit more difficult just in case you didn't hear it. It is, in fact, toilet paper. Okay, all right, next one. Here we go. They have not flesh. Oh, listen closely. I'm going to get serious. They have not flesh, nor feather, nor scales, nor bone. Yet they have fingers and thumbs of their own. What are they? I'll read it to you one more time. Here we go. They have not flesh, nor feather, nor scales, nor bone, yet they have fingers and thumbs of their own. What are they? Let's see it. Easton, I see you, man. Try to guess this riddle. I see you. Katie Snell guesses trees. Trees, Katie. Although it's a good guess, it is also incorrect. It is not trees. Here we go. Chandler has an answer. Sam and Zach Empman says trees. Chandler says glove. It is, in fact, gloves. Good job. See, you guys are smart. Okay, here's one more pretty simple one before we get to some prizes. Here it is. Listen closely. Gloves. Snowman. I don't know. I feel like snowman could be a good guess. But here's number 3. Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain on Earth? Yeah, this should be a good one. Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain on Earth? See if you can guess it. What was the highest mountain on Earth before Mount Everest was discovered? You guys got this. Paul, you can do this. Emily, I believe in you as well. You can win this. This is a simple one, Paul. See? Jonas, you said gloves, plural. That's okay. That works. Snowman, Chandler rocking it. Yeah, John, you can't shout out your own person, like your own kid. Like hamburger, pickle, K3 Jesus. Mount Sinai. And Jillian Elkins, you got it right for the first one, Mount Everest. You see, that was so obvious, you know? Because Mount Everest was there beforehand. Paul, you got it right. Stephen, Marin, I can't even say that name of whatever that mountain is. Mount Spokane, Candace, that is not it. Mount Spokane is tiny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go for some food. Here we go. This is a tough one. This one's too easy. I'm throwing it out. This one's too easy. I'm throwing that one out too. Here we go. Easy one, or really tough one. This is for a meal. We're going to deliver it to your house. What that meal is, I don't know yet, but I'm going to decide because I get to make that decision, and it's going to be fantastic. Maybe it's some Skittles. I don't know. Okay, here's the tough one. For some food, ready. Listen close. Pronounced as one letter and written with 3. 2 letters there. Grady, don't say shut up to me. You just interrupted. Oh, okay. All right, sorry. Pronounced as one letter and written with 3. 2 letters there are R and 2 only in me. I'm single. I'm black, blue, and gray. I'm red from both ends and the same either way. What am I? Ooh, that's a tough one. It's also a long one. Let me repeat it one more time for you. Pronounced as one letter and written with 3. 2 letters there are and 2 only in me. I'm single, I'm black, blue, and gray. I'm red from both ends and the same either way. Let's see who the winner is. What am I? A meal? Nope. Food? Nope. Hand sanitizer? Nope. A B? Nope. Marie, for the win, it's I. Marie, you won. It's I. Get it? Because there's 2 letters, E and Y. There's 2 in me because I have 2 eyes, guys. I don't have one eye. That would have been real confusing if I had an eye patch on. Missed opportunity. That could have been funny. I knew I should have thought about that. Anyways, Marie, you win. You win the food, so we will be contacting you, and we will be getting you guys some food. We don't need any of these. They don't even matter anymore because we've already given out the winner, and it's fantastic. You guys are awesome. You guys crushed those riddles. You know, you guys are good thinkers, and I was thinking, as I was listening to Tyler and Kara, I was thinking about this story that we're talking about in the Bible, and one of Jesus' followers named Peter, I remember Peter as kind of like a hothead. He kind of, wanted to do his own thing and, kind of rambunctious and kind of crazy. I don't know, maybe I'm describing myself, but I remember Peter being kind of the wild one. And so, Tyler, maybe I should ask Kara. Kara, I have a question. Like, was Peter an effective follower? Because I thought he was. And if he was, how was he such an effective follower of Jesus, even though he had kind of this wild and crazy side? Kara, can you answer that for me?
Absolutely. And I have to stand to talk about Peter because I have to tell you, I feel like the guy gets a bad rap, right? He's super passionate. I see him as passionate, not crazy, not on the edge. He loved Jesus with everything he had, and sometimes he made decisions that he didn't really think through, but in the end, it was all for the sake of loving Christ. And when time went on and he grew up a little bit and he started to see what was most important, he wrote a letter to believers in 1 Peter. And in there, he talks about how faith is the most important thing that we can have, and it holds so much value. It is like having gold. Whether we have seen Christ or we haven't seen him, and yet we still believe, and our inheritance is found in Christ. And that is our prize. So I think Peter, his passion, his excitement, and everything he did when Jesus was here continued on as he grew older, and he tried to share with all of us the importance of our faith and how passionate he is about that. I mean, that's what I see Peter as. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's huge. You see that as he, from the time that Jesus says, go and make disciples in Matthew 28, to the time, you fast forward in the future and he's writing this letter that we now call 1 Peter, there's a tone shift, like he's experienced a lot of life. And I think that allows him to marry that passion with like being ready. Yeah. Right? Of recognizing just how to be ready. Yeah. And that's a huge aspect of it. Eric, are you tracking this story so far?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little confused by it, but when you guys explain it like that, it makes sense, that especially like thinking about it, that all people have a certain level of value, especially if we're following Jesus, then we can all tune in and even if we have different characteristics and maybe some of us are a little bit more crazy and wild, that's okay as long as, we're trying to follow Jesus. And so I do get it. I'm curious though, how does the rest of this story play out? Like we've kind of started the beginning of the story, but I don't know the end. Tyler, like how does this story end?
Yeah, that's a good question. Peter is such a great story in the Bible, and you get this first person account with Peter in the book of Acts, and it's really cool. But then we get to see kind of towards the end of his life what his demeanor is, like we talked about in 1 Peter. In the third chapter of that letter, he starts to write and give some advice to the followers of Jesus. And what does that look like? And what I love about this, it's 1 Peter 3. And I'll be kind of summarizing verses 8 through 17. I'd encourage you at some point tonight or tomorrow to open up your Bibles or flip open the Bible app on your phone and read 1 Peter 3, 8 through 17. I'm going to summarize, because if you broke down what he was saying here into two words, it would be this: be ready. That all of Christ's followers should be ready. He spent some time saying to love each other, that the world, he heard that from somewhere, I think Jesus, right before he was dying, he said, the world will know that you are my followers if you love one another. And he took that lesson from Jesus on, and he passed it on to his followers. He also said, don't just ignore evil. He says, repay evil with good. Be ready to repay evil with good. That it's not just enough to abstain from doing evil or to ignore evil and kind of let it be, like when you see bad things happening, or when bad things happen to you, but instead repay evil with good, which is such an interesting idea. He says, be ready. He says, be bold, right? Don't be afraid. That the followers of Jesus don't have a spirit of fear, Paul will say, and Peter's saying, be bold. Don't be afraid. Have an answer. Our high school students going through house groups right now are doing this study of apologetics, which is this fancy church word for give a defense of what you believe. And a lot of it comes from this text in 1 Peter 3:15, where he says, be ready to give an account for the hope that you have. You see, my hope is that as you navigate COVID and this coronavirus and this season of quarantine, that your life and your hope in this season looks different than the friends of yours that don't believe in Jesus, because this hope that we have in Jesus, we don't just see this season that's right in front of us, we see the hope that Jesus brings us. And that should give us an opportunity to be ready, because people are going to ask, that we should be ready to have an answer. And then be gentle. When we're responding, we should be ready to respond, but be gentle, not harsh. I told my high school students when we kicked off our house groups about an interaction I had when I was in high school, and I was learning about other religions, and I learned that a different religion didn't believe the same thing that we did, and I went to a friend of that religion and I said, hey, did you know you're not going to make it to heaven? You're a counselor, you know this. Not a good idea
No.
to respond that way.
Generally a little offensive. Yeah.
I was ready. I was ready to give an answer for what I believe and defend it, but I wasn't gentle. I wasn't being helpful. I wasn't being real. I wasn't being a listener. I wasn't ready. And I think as we navigate this season, and it gets longer, and we don't know when it's going to end, we look at, can we achieve this goal of being disciples who make disciples? Sometimes it feels like a daunting task. But I hope that through being real, through being helpful, being a listener, that you can employ all of those to where you can really be ready. Because when it came to when it was needed, Peter was ready. And before he was going to die a similar death of Jesus, history tells us that Peter died by crucifixion just like Jesus, but he didn't consider himself worthy to die the same death, so he actually asked to be crucified upside down. which crucifixion is, I assume, painful. A crucifixion upside down, I imagine, would be worse. But he became ready. One of my favorite stories about Peter is in Acts 3 and 4, when Peter was ready to act, and then he was ready to defend, and he did it all for the glory of God. So go back tonight, read 1 Peter 3, 8 through 17, and then go back, if you want some extra credit, go back and read Acts 3 and 4. Just some awesome stories about Peter and how he made a difference, how he helped push this mission further, and how he was always ready. Kara, in your life, like, when have you seen it so important to be ready to give an account for what you believe?
Well, I think, number one, everything you said is so good, but it's so hard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'll be prepared. I'll read the passages. I'll memorize some Bible verses. I'll have a Bible in my car. I'm going to be ready for this. But actually, when it comes to the point, it's super scary.
Yeah.
So I'm so thankful, all those things of being prepared, that with a prayer, God promises to help me and prepare me for that. So just listening to all this kind of, makes me anxious about, am I prepared? And even at this point in my life, I don't know, but I do know that God will help me, and he promises to be there in that moment. So there's been several times, especially when people are hurting, when people are going through hard things, when they lose people, they want to know how God can let those things happen. And those can be really difficult conversations because people are hurting. But again, being prepared, I think the biggest thing you can do to be prepared is be prepared to pray before you talk. To go to God and ask for that, and he'll be there to help you be a better listener and hopefully give you some words.
Yeah, I'd also say be ready to not get it right.
Right. And messing it up, God can actually use that.
Yeah. Like, there's some times where I've walked away from conversations and like, I don't think I said anything that was helpful. And, that person will come back later and be like, man, you helped me think so clearly. And I think a lot of it you said earlier, when we're talking about being a good listener, Scripture says that the Holy Spirit intercedes on our behalf. It gives us the words to say. And sometimes the words we say sound like a fumbling, and yet that person really just needs to process.
Well,
and
maybe
God
if
will
your
work
words
through them.
didn't sound like what your plan was, that was actually from the Holy Spirit, and your plan sucked. So.
For sure. My plan usually sucks. Yeah. So be prepared to mess up. Be prepared to give yourself grace. Often we give other people grace. We don't give ourselves grace. And so don't build it up when you're trying to just live out your faith. Focus on following God, and the Holy Spirit often will provide you the things you need to say.
It's not up to you to change their heart. It's up to God to change their heart. So being just a really good follower of Christ and dutiful in that, listening, God can do the rest.
That's huge. Kara, thank you so much. Would you close us out with prayer?
Absolutely. All right. Father God, we just thank you so much for this time. I pray for each individual student that's home in a space by themselves tonight. Remind them that they are not alone when they close their computer. Lord, help them to remember that you are there preparing them for what's next. You have a plan, and you have people that you're bringing to them. And I just pray that they will be able to lean on you and trust you and put their faith in front of their steps. We thank you for this time. We thank you we can get together. We pray for the sick, and we pray for healing for the country. In Jesus' name. Hey, I'm ready for a game. How about you, Eric? I'm going to toss it. You ready?
Got it. Oh, that was so much fun. That was a long toss. Merry Christmas, everybody, because it feels like we've been in quarantine so long, it's time for Christmas. No? Maybe? I don't know. Shout out to HSM, right? Amazing. Anyways, it's not Christmas time. We're ready for another game. You guys noticed at the very beginning that we had a number for you to text in. This is the game for you. And so you're going to be texting in to 509-808-3176. I'm going to repeat it even though it's on the screen, because maybe you're like, I don't want to read right now. I'm not in school. That's okay. 509-808-3176. This is what you're going to be sending me. You're going to be sending me a photo. It's going to be a selfie because I miss your faces and I want to see your face. You're going to send me a selfie, but this is what the selfie is about. Here we go. You're watching TV and a news reporter comes on and says, breaking news now. And you're really into this. Now, I mean, you're like really into this. Like your jaw is dropped and you're like, oh my goodness. Breaking news now? And so you're watching this and they go, ladies and gentlemen, The stay-at-home order has been lifted. You can now go hang out with all of your friends right now. How excited are you? Okay, so this is a selfie. You're going to send me a selfie of your face when you hear that news, when you hear them say, hey, you can go hang out with your friends. I want to see what your faces look like. Send me that selfie to 509-808-3176. I've been practicing. I think this is what mine would look like. Oh, is that too long? I really held that because I would be so excited. Oh my goodness, we are getting so many. This is amazing. Hey, Alex, how are you? Hi, Megan. Megan, thanks for saying hi to me. So great to see you. We're getting some images. Nolan, these are epic. You had like a series of images. Like you obviously went through many different emotions. Absolutely amazing. Oh, look at me. I'm in this one. That is so great, Katie. Thanks for including me in that one. That's amazing. Zane, I see you. Oh, you look real excited. This is incredible. I miss you guys so much. Oh, Kaylee, how are you? Oh, my goodness. You guys are so excited. There's Marin. This is great. You know, I just have to say this is kind of filling my cup because I feel like you guys are just all my friends and you're just sending me happy faces. This is great. You guys, this is amazing. Jeremiah, you look shocked. Like you're not sure if you should be excited or not. Oh, I got a video sent to me. This is amazing. This is incredible. Jaden, you are super excited. Oh, and I'm in the screen too. Oh, this is great. Amazing. Caden, I don't know if you're scared or excited. I don't know. Oh, that one's excited. Okay. All right. This is good. This is good. You guys are great. I am going to sort through these. And I'm going to choose a couple, and just because I like your face, I'm going to send you a candy bar. So keep them coming. You can keep sending this. I will be here all night. Oh, I guess I should, tune it out now. John, as I'm looking at all of these amazing photos, I know that you're continuing your training. I was doing some jumping jacks earlier, some running. I've got me some gold right here. It used to be called toilet paper, and I've been doing some curls and stuff. So I don't know what you're doing, John, but John, let's check out some more of your training.
All right. I know when we talk about working out, we talk a lot about cardio. We talk a lot about sit-ups. But one thing you can't ever, ever forget is that it's very important to actually lift weights as well. So I'm going to show you guys the proper way to lift some weights. So first thing that's most important is make sure you get something that's going to be good and heavy. We want to make sure that what we're doing in this is we're actually going with heavy weights and low reps. So all right, I got a real heavy Q-tip here. And what we're going to need to do, this is going to help out all the gamers out there. Ready? We need 5 reps. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Push it up, 5. Now that's the way to lift weights.
Wow. I'm trying to come up with an answer. Like I'm watching that and I don't have thoughts. Kara, do you have any thoughts?
I also found myself oddly mesmerized by that.
You know, John leaves me speechless every single week. he comes up with something else.
It's a gift.
Wow. Anyway, Kara, thank you for joining us.
Hey, I'm glad I was here.
It has been just phenomenal to have you tonight.
So fun.
Yeah, thank you to Cammie also. Shout out to Cammie for joining us online. You know, we're going to be doing FaceTime more and more, so maybe we'll drop in on you. Maybe we'll give you a heads up. Maybe we won't.
Who knows? It's a surprise.
I'll tell you this, if you have an Android phone, you're not getting a FaceTime call.
Oh.
So, sorry, Jay Jones. It's not happening. That's my boss, but he doesn't have an Apple, and I don't really think that's a smart decision. So anyway, a couple of announcements. Kara, you help lead one of our house groups.
Yeah, senior girls, yep.
Senior girls. What's one of your favorite thing about house groups?
I I love hearing how everybody's week's going. I love check-ins. I love hearing what's happening and what's going on. Seniors are fun. They're almost done. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So every Sunday night, our high schoolers meet in house groups. We actually are in more houses than we've ever been. We're in over 100 houses right now because everybody's in their own houses. If you want to get into a house group, contact us, students@vrl.church. Send us an email. You can text me. You can message us on Instagram or on Facebook, or you can send a carrier pigeon to my house. But we want to get you involved in those house groups. For middle school students, we have middle school groups that happen on Thursday nights. You can email that same email or contact Eric. We'll get you into a middle school group. And high schoolers who are listening. Hey, middle schoolers, you can tune out for just a moment. High schoolers, tomorrow, 3 p.m. on Zoom, our good friends, the Bookouts, both Louie and Brienne. Right? At Encounter, we only got Louie. We also got, Alex. Alex? I legitimately blanked on your name, Alex. So sorry. But we get the upgrade back. No offense, Alex. But we get
Alex.
Brienne back tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Zoom. So I'm going to be sending out a Zoom link tonight to everybody who's active. If you don't get that Zoom link and you want to be in your high schooler and you want to be on that Zoom call, then you should message me tonight and I will make sure it gets to you. But we are going to do some worship with them. They're going to do a Q&A. They're going to hang out with us, kind of fill some of this void of like not getting to go out and get to hang out, because the Bookouts are some of just my favorite people. I know they're some of your favorite people. So have some questions ready for them, for how they're dealing with life in quarantine down in LA. Ask them how they're worshiping. Whatever questions you have, keep them appropriate. Submit those in. But we're going to be hanging out tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Zoom. You will not want to miss it.
That is going to be so cool.
It's going to be fun.
I love that.
It's going to be fun. Actually, Louis messaged me asking if we could do this because he loves you guys. And he actually requested that we do it on Zoom because he wanted to be able to see you guys and not just do it on Instagram where he can't see us. And so they're excited. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I hope you will join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Zoom. Message me if you need that link. Kara,
Nice.
it has been so fun.
Yep.
You are a much better upgrade than Eric.
Oh.
I much prefer having you up here than Eric. Eric did okay on games, but I like the distance. I need more.
Well, and it looks like he got approved on his whoa, so that's something. Good
Yeah,
job,
it was a
Eric.
good connection. It was a good. Is that right? I feel like the most out of date person.
Sound 80.
All right,
He caught it really good.
That's a cue that we need to leave. So have a great week. We'll see you back here, same time, same place. Peace.